Hey, yo, this might be one of them real talk videos. I don't know how long it's gonna be. All I know is that you'll be able to relate to it. I was talking to a woman last night. She's about 47 years old. Stays with her mother, cares for her mother, that is. And she said to me yesterday, she said, you know what, I'm struggling right now. We're struggling. We're going through stuff. My mom, she has this surgery. She's got to have that surgery. She needs this medication, that medication. She's got all this stuff going on right now. And sometimes we just don't know how we're going to make it, where it's going to come from. And then she went on to say, I don't see how anybody is making it right now. I don't see how anybody is out here just thriving at the moment. And I told her, look, it's not just you. It's the whole country, as a whole that's actually up against the wall right now, counting pennies, so to speak. Making sure every penny counts, every dime counts, every quarter counts, every dollar counts. Trying to see what we can go without and, just to have a little bit of something on the side to make sure that we can pay for the essentials. A lot of us are in that position right now. And I thank God, to be honest with you, because, my situation, it ain't the best, but it darn sure ain't the worst either. I know a lot of people that's really hurting right now. They're hurting. A couple of years ago, I had a conversation with my employer. We were in his office. We were talking about how much it cost him to run his establishment. I had pissed him off that day. And then I guess, he was mad at me and we had a talk. And do you have any idea how much it costs to do this, to pay for that, to that? And in my mind, I'm like, man, you better chill, dude. Like, I know this is yours, but I'm a man. You're not going to talk to me like that. So, but long story short, we diffused it. But he said something to me that left me thinking as I was on my way home driving. He said to me, I'm doing all of this for my family. I'm going to pass this on to my kids, to my son, his oldest son. I'm going to pass this on to him one day. That's why I do what it is I do. And it's so many people, who work in this company that's nowhere near making, what this man is making, right? And that was a couple of years ago, and sure enough, his son stepped in and is doing what he's got to do to take after his pops. So, and I'm not faulting him for that, because your family always needs to come first, no matter what. Your family always needs to be numero uno. You do not put anything above your family. Companies, man, they don't care whether you're struggling right now. They don't care whether you can pay your phone bill or your rent or your mortgage or your car note. They don't care. They just care about you showing up, doing what you have to do, making things happen, etc. And they don't ever ask, are you okay? Like, the people that I work for, they don't ever ask. They never ask me, am I okay? Is everything good? How things at home? Like, they don't ask. Like, bro, like, if it wasn't for me, doing what it is I do on the side, no, we wouldn't be okay. Absolutely not. Why would you ask me that question? And I know a lot of you out there are in a similar position to where you're not okay. And your employer is like, are you, I put you on the schedule, you come to work at this time and you get paid this, and this. Not really concerned whether it's enough. And if I'm being honest, it's almost never enough. Like, literally, there's people that are like robbing Peter to pay Paul right now. They are pushing bills back a couple of months past due just to go to the grocery store and to pay the mortgage and to pay the the car note, just to do things like that. You know, their phones are getting disconnected because you're having to choose, like, which one of these bills can I really do without? Do I really need my phone bill? Do I really need that car insurance? Some of these bills you gotta pay. Like, you got to pay your rent, you gotta pay your mortgage, you gotta pay your power bill. You have to pay your car note because they're gonna pick your car up if you don't. Your phone bill, that's up to you. Can you do it at your phone? We live in a society now that where we all have to have a phone for some reason. I just signed up at a gym, and they said to me, you know, you're gonna have to sign up on your phone. You're gonna need your phone to like scan in. I'm like, well, dang man, my phone has to be functioning, which it always is. You know, my phone ain't never been cut off, but that's not the point. We are all strapped up against the wall right now, and some people just want to know, what can I do? What can I do? Let me tell y'all something. Some of you need to look deep within and figure out your gifts, figure out what you're talented at, figure out how you can take that and capitalize on it. That's the beautiful thing about America, capitalism. And it's all because most people are too lazy to do things for themselves. I'm just gonna say it. You're too lazy to make coffee. You're too lazy to learn to cut your own hair, to learn to do your own hair. Ladies, you're too lazy to do your lashes, to do your nails. You're too lazy to do your own makeup. Guys, you're too lazy or just too busy, so to speak. Or maybe I'll just say busy, not just necessarily lazy, but some of us are just so goddamn busy that we ain't got time to learn new skills. So let me be a little bit more respectful. Some of us are just too busy, and we need other people who know how to do these things so that we can have what it is we need. Some of y'all been working since you've been 16, 17 years old. All you know is, you know, clock in. That's all you know. All you know is my name on the schedule. All you know is I get paid every 2 weeks. That's all you know. And because that's all you know, you've become a slave to the workforce. Now don't get me wrong. I'm not up here saying get up and quit your job today. But what I am telling you is that your job does not care about you as much as you think. They don't care about whether what you've eaten last night, what your kids have eaten. They don't care whether your lights are on or off. They don't care how you got to work, as long as you got to work. They're not concerned whether or not you had to take the bus, whether you had the Uber, whether somebody had to drop you off. They don't ask no questions. They just want to know if you're there or not. And if you're not there, you know, they're going to write you up or kick you to the curb and then hire somebody else and not even think twice about it. A lot of you have been conditioned to think that's the only way that you can come up, the only way that you can make money. I'm not a money hungry person, but I am somebody that's optimistic, and I do look at different ways of how to make things happen other than the standardized way that so many Americans are trapped in, that being the 9 to 5. I believe that all of us, we have something inside of us. We got a talent. We have something that we can do that can help other people. Something that other people will pay you for. There's something you can do. Don't sit up here and tell me, I don't know how to do anything. I can't. I just know how to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I just know how to go to work, and I just know how to be told what to do. Man, get out of here with that. Are you sick and tired of being broke or what? Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Are you tired of not being able to buy some of the things that you want to buy? Are you tired of just paying bills and just never having anything left over? Are you tired of not being able to get your kids some of the things in which you want to get them, some of the things in which they ask for? Are you tired of this or what? Because Sometimes people got to hit this portion of rock bottom before you say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not taking this anymore. I'm tired of this. I need change. I need to do something different. The company that you may work for will always have a big fish. Will always have a CEO, somebody that's at the top right now that's eating good while they don't even know you exist. We work really, really, really hard. We sacrifice our time, all while they enjoy their life, all while they get the things that they want to get, where they get to travel where they want to travel to. They don't have any time constraints on to them. But for those of us who are down here, we are basically carrying them to the good life. Don't get me wrong, some people out here like that. Some of y'all like working for people. And if that's what you like, then disregard what I'm saying right now. But if your job is just not giving you exactly what you need to be comfortable, you have to consider other options at some point. I just don't believe that we were designed to be working like 2 and 3 jobs. I don't think we were designed for 70 to 80% of our day for us to be working. I just don't believe that we're supposed to be giving that much of ourselves over to that. I just don't. Another thing I don't believe is laziness. I don't believe that we should not be working. I believe everybody who is capable and competent should absolutely be working. If you're able-bodied, if you ain't got no health issues, you should be doing something. You should be working. You should. I just want to see people better. I want to see people thriving. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit up here like I got it all together. I don't have it all together. You know, there's a lot of things in which I need to get together in my own life. And I have friends, entrepreneur friends. I have people who have stepped out on faith because they got tired of being told what to do. They got tired of not being able to build the schedule in which they want to build. They got tired of not spending time with their family. I mean, I will be 100% transparent with you all. Like, really, this past week, because I do work for a company, but that ain't the only thing that I do. I do my own thing as well. In fact, I do my own thing more than I work for this company, which is the goal that everybody out here should be striving for. Like, don't quit your job right off the bat. You know, find a niche, something that you can capitalize on, build it, and then stick with it as long as you can until you feel like you don't need that 9 to 5 no more. But let me tell you something. You know, I pushed myself so hard this week that I barely spent any time with my kids. And I came home one evening, Tuesday evening, and I was like, you know, I walked through the door, and one of my kids was sitting on the couch, half asleep. And then he's like, I was dozing off. I was just about to go to sleep. And then I go to the room, I come back, and he actually did fall asleep. So I didn't get to spend any time with him whatsoever. And then I was talking to my wife. I told her, I said, I don't like that. And she said, you've been real busy lately. You've been working a lot. You've been doing this and doing that. You know, maybe reevaluate your schedule. Look at how you do things and see if there's some things you can change. So I told her that's exactly what I'm going to do. The next day, I took off early, and I took my family out to eat because I wanted to do that. You know, a lot of people can't do that. A lot of y'all can't do that. You can't take off early. You know why I took off early? Because at that time, I wasn't working for no company. I had my own clients, and I told them, like, look, I'm taking off early. Weather's bad. We'll catch up some other time. They all understood. I came home, picked the family up, and we went out to grab a bite to eat. And it was amazing. And because to me, time with your family is a whole lot more important than slaving at a 9 to 5. It's a whole lot more important. There's so many people who work, and they miss a lot. Like they don't get to go to football games, baseball games. They don't get to go to recitals and concerts that their kids um, have to go to. They don't get to see their children grow up in those delicate stages because at some point, like I said, my oldest son is 18 years old, and I'm trying to, be as present as I possibly can with him, and teach him all of the things in which he needs to know to be a man, of course, and even still learning throughout life myself at the age of 38. But I don't. I think that a lot of there are some people who grow up in two-parent households, and you would think that's the ideal way of growing up, but at the same time, there's a lot of people who grew up in two-parent households who still turn out kind of messed up because maybe mom worked a lot or dad worked a lot, and they didn't really get that nurturing or that quality time with them because they were always at work all the time. And I just will not stand for that at all. I won't. Um, Money I mean, we need it, but it shouldn't be the motivator. I feel like we do have to like know when to call it so we can spend that quality time with our family. But I know one thing, if you are still working, that regular 9 to 5, they don't care how much time you spend with your family. They don't care how much time you spend with your spouse. They don't care about your personal time. They don't care about your mental health. I mean, I don't know what company you work for, but they shoot, I don't know. Your company might be different. Your company may actually care about your mental health, but I know a lot of them don't. And money is the motivator. Money is the actually the goal for a lot of companies. I mean, as it should be, but I think the aspect of us being human is often not considered or just completely lost when it comes to how CEOs look at their employees and look at you as employees and look at you as like worker ants. And if you know anything about worker ants, they don't have a conscience. They don't have any self-reliance. They just do what they're told, and they just listen to the queen, just like drones, and there's no way in the world I'm going to finish my life like that. Not in this economy. Hopefully, now that Trump is back in office, we'll see some differences. I know we'll see some differences economically. There shall be a lot more opportunities out here for us. But again, I think all of you need to be searching deeply within inside yourself to figure out what can you do differently that you're already doing right now besides going to your 9 to 5. Like what skills do you have? What talents do you have? If you just sit down and you take the time and you absolutely just can't find any talents or any skills, then perhaps you should go learn a skill. No matter whether you're 18 or 38 years old, 48 years old, you can still learn. There's a lot of things out here you can learn. Think about what people like or love, or think about what people need. Think about what people spend the most money on, and then you capitalize on that. Because if you don't and you keep doing what you're doing, then you're never going to be happy with this life. You're not. As we speak, I talked to my wife. We're planning out vacations for next year. We talk about traveling when we get in our 50s, when our kids will be adult. All of our kids will be grown once we reach our 50s. I got my friends. We literally just bought some tickets to go to DreamCon 2025 in Houston, Texas, next May. Just stuff like that we have to do for our own mental health, because it can't just be work, 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 work. You got to have some personal downtime for yourself so that you can get your thoughts together and recharge your batteries too, and to get out here and handle business. Life is more than about work. And if you're giving your life over and your time over to bosses that don't care about your life, what is the value that you carry? What is it? Like I said, I know this video probably hit home. Not trying to step on no toes or nothing like that, but y'all get out here, hustle, grind, do what you got to do, go to work, keep going to work, but just understand, don't let that be something that you do for the rest of your life. All right? God bless everybody out there. Oh, and pray about it too. Pray about whatever it is you want to do or whatever ideas you got. And if you don't know, pray about your talents. Pray about the gifts in which you already have, because God is the one that has installed that into our hearts. We just needed to be revealed. If you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Comment down below. Peace.